But is the debate really over that we're going to put Patrick Mahomes at number one? Is there any debate that Lamar isn't the number 2 quarterback in the NFL? Because I don't think there is. And if we go around the NFL from this week, and I know it's the first week, but when we're looking at what Lamar did, given all the situations that happened, the illegal formations, Kevin, the offensive line, not at its best. There were some issues there, and Lamar played pretty sensationally. The Ravens are not in the game without him. He kept the team in the game. He made some mistakes, but no other quarterback from this week was going into Kansas City to give their team a better chance than what Lamar Jackson did for Baltimore. Looking around, Joe Burrow, we just mentioned, he had some struggles, didn't play as well. They did have some miscues themselves that are out of Joe's control, right? Jalen Hurts played well on Friday, but he also started off the game miserably, made some terrible decisions, but they won their game. Who else then, guys? Like Josh Allen then, Brad? Like Josh Allen was Superman-esque, but it's funny, Josh Allen's playing style is actually more chaotic than Lamar Jackson's. Like that's a big part of it, but they barely held off an Arizona Cardinals team in Buffalo.
That's my point. It's like Lamar Jackson lost to the Chiefs by a toe. But the thing is, to your point, Lamar Jackson played at such a high level against the Chiefs. And yes, it resulted in a loss, had some missed throws towards the end of the game. However, you look at Josh Allen, who fumbled the ball yesterday. Yes, he scored 4 touchdowns, but that's because he had to, because he was coming out of a hole against a mid-level team. And so my thing is that Lamar Jackson has been winning like this with, I'll say it, mid wide receivers his entire career. And we have yet to see a true wide receiver one emerge from the Ravens organization since, I don't know, Anquan Bolden, Steve Smith Sr., maybe. So Lamar Jackson has 2 MVPs, one of them with Willie Snead as his wide receiver one. So now you look at the Bills, who now have mid, quote unquote, wide receivers, and Josh Allen having to do everything just to win a game against the Arizona Cardinals, who is not an elite team. And then you have Joe Burrow that goes up to one of the worst teams in the NFL, lays an egg, looks like absolute dog shit, with a wide receiver one, by the way. And so for me, there is no question that Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the entire NFL underneath of Patrick Mahomes.
I think that that's just a fair assessment with it. I mean, you could say about being cool in moments. And Josh Allen, by the way, he's one of my favorite players to watch. I think we can all agree he is so much fun to watch. He is so talented. This is more just about the constant conversation of we just want to make a reason or an excuse for why Lamar Jackson can't get his flowers. We're already saying who number one is, but we're also acting like these other quarterbacks are so far ahead of what Lamar Jackson has already accomplished. Josh Allen, by the way, talking about play style, dude had 15 rushing touchdowns last year. Like he was their goal line back and everything in between. And he's going to have, I'm curious, he's going to have to be more careful because if he goes down, well, just like a lot of franchise quarterbacks, if they go down, you're in a lot of trouble. And Josh likes to play a little bit more reckless, but he is a big dude. He is, 6'5", 240, 230, and he can move. But that is something to monitor. Joe Burrow, though, you're right, Zach. He's going to turn it on at some point. We know that. But also Lamar Jackson, very good record against Joe Burrow. I understand that Joe Burrow has beaten the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. But is there any other quarterback that was sensational to you guys this weekend?
No. I mean, if there was a quarterback, and this isn't even in the top quarterbacks of the league, there was a quarterback who impressed me, was Anthony Richardson.
Yes.
I was really happy for him just after kind of dealing with the injuries last year. He's only started 17 games since high school, which is crazy. I guess 18 now.
That's nuts to think.
Yeah.
Because he's in the NFL.
Yeah, 17 now 18 games that he's started total since high school. He's just a freak athlete. You saw him make throws yesterday, make plays with his legs that you understand why he was a top 10 pick, why teams wanted to use draft capital on him. I mean, if we want to take it back to the Lamar Jackson trade era, where the trade request and everything, Anthony Richardson was the guy I wanted if the Ravens moved on from Lamar. So to see him go out there and play the way he did, he was someone that I was super excited for. Came up a little short against the Houston Texans, but just overall, I mean, 268 yards total for him, 3 total touchdowns. I was happy with that for Anthony Richardson. I think if you're the Colts, you have to be happy with that.
Oh, of course. I think that's a guy that it showed a lot of promise. He made some incredible deep throws. Just like any young quarterback, you're going to have to make some adjustments. But again, reiterating the point, I think it's fair to say Lamar Jackson deserves the credit. He puts his team in a chance to win. It's a team in general. It's a team game. But just give the guy his flowers. It's okay to say he's the number 2 quarterback. But I think that
it's not crazy.
It's not a crazy thought.